A nice EMP there on one of the Colossuses. Probably could have gone a little better, but
yeah, I believe
he's pretty much safe at this point. And he is taking a third base down at the left while BBQPlox taking his natural third.
Yeah, very good actually spots for both players. So you can see the distances between... Ooh, big drop from Kyhol actually in the back, killing a lot of those probes at the natural for BBQPlox.
Yeah, I actually missed that, but that was a really nice drop there. Costing them some mining time, forced to pull probes off, and probably lost quite a few probes as well. Here comes another drop at the main.
Yeah, using actually the same medevac too, and there he is. Yep, he is dropping now. And yeah, there's
really nice drop here. Wow, killed a lot of probes. Got about maybe 7 or 8 there at least.
Oh, he's
trying to target more down.
Oh, that is
really good micro there.
Deadly. Yep, I know. He's going to escape with 1 Marine, but still did so much damage. Very good drop. And not only that, but he's going to scout the third from BBQPlox right now. He's probably going to drop his last Marine, too.
Yeah, this is really looking good for Kyhol at this point. He's got his third base. He's got to mine to it. He's got to start mining from it, but he does have his third base up already. He's pushing towards BBQPlox. He's feeling in a good position here. He's going to set up some tanks outside the front. And this could be really bad for... unless Kyhol gets a little too aggressive here. That was really bad for Kyhol. You really want to set your tanks up before you engage, and they do a lot more damage. If you're siege tanking them while you're in battle, they're doing a lot less damage. But those 2-point defense drones are able to really help him out.
Yeah, definitely. And he still has a fairly healthy siege tank count over here. He did lose most of his bio forces, but it's still not a huge deal. He's still ahead in the food count. He did a lot of damage to those drops, and he's going to do a good job of containing BBQPlox, as he even has...
And we do have an attacker taking out his third. Wow.
Yeah, so Kyle is doing a great little bit of damage, but oh god, the siege tanks are getting taken out by these zealots that are really, really getting up there. Not enough stalkers for the point defense drones to really matter that much, but still, very good damage done.
I really like that decision by BBQPlox. He knew that most of Kyhol's army was down there trying to kill his third base, so he just goes and sends his Colossus out to kill the undefended tanks because he knew he could at that point. That was a really good decision there. But he is still behind in an expo, and until he scouts that third base, I don't think he even realizes that it's 3 bases to 2. So this could start to really compound on how bad Plox is looking really quickly if Kyhol has this expo too much longer.
Yeah, and Kyle is just now transferring SCV, so he's about to be fairly close to fully saturated at this third base, getting up his second gas, so he's going to have a very strong economy fairly soon.
Yeah, and he does have 3 orbitals. He didn't decide to make a planetary fortress, so 3 orbitals, much stronger than 2, obviously, because you get those extra, what are they called? Mules out. Thank you.
Yes, that is definitely true. And, he's doing some micro with these Vikings to try and snipe the Colossus. It actually gets fairly close, but he's not going to take it out. But, still...
Yeah, I don't really understand what BBQPlox is doing here. He broke the contain. He really needed to expo right after he broke that contain again. There's really no reason to try to be aggressive here off of 2 bases. He's kind of just putting himself in an all-in position where he doesn't really need to be. This is just not going to work, and he's forced to run back here. But I mean, the longer he goes without taking a third base, the more ahead Kyhol gets.
Yeah, he's. I think BBQ feels that he's a little more behind than he actually is. So he might be thinking that he has no choice, but once he actually sees that thing, he's going to think, okay, now that I've failed in this, I just have to take an expansion, even though it's not the best idea and probably won't get back into it. It's just the only thing I can do.
Yeah, and if he would have just taken it a lot earlier, he would be in a lot better position right now. Only now just starting his third base. I mean, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. He had the unit. When you have the unit advantage, that's when you definitely want to be taking your third base. But he let that slip away, and Kyhol was able to remac her off and just has a really big army right now. But not many Vikings. He's only got 5 Vikings. So that's going to take a while to kill these 4 Colossus.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of Marines and Marauders.
Oh my god, and also charge lots are out, but seriously, these Vikings are just not doing anything to the Colossi counts. The Colossus are just taking free shots, but they're just too much for Kyle that BBQ just can't really handle it right now.
Yeah, Kyhol just has so much better income right now. He's had that third base for so much longer.
Yeah, and
I gotta go get my pizza.
All right, enjoy it. Okay, so also Kyle does his fourth base in the bottom left that was actually stopped being produced. It does seem that BBQPlox was able to warp in something that allowed him to actually take out the SCV that was building the command center. So Kyle's only now getting his fork to really continue building. And this pylon isn't going to get taken out. It does seem that the third base for BBQ is actually getting put up again right now, so it's very late. He does have a lot of clusters, he's able to push in, but there's a ton of siege tanks who are going to decimate the stalkers. And yeah, they're having to run away immediately. BBQ just giving a lot of free units to Kyle right now. Kyle's getting so far ahead in the map. He's got almost 180 food compared to the 128 food of BBQ. So BBQ is really going to have to either do something like a double expand, get some harassment done, try and deal some damage. But Kyle's actually now setting another force of Marines and Marauders up to the third of BBQ. He's going to be able to stim and take it out, and just as the probes are transferring too. So that's actually going to be completely devastating. Kyle's not even going to go for the Nexus. He's just going to try and take out all the probes, which he'll actually be able to do. You can see that BBQ is being forced to pull back a lot of his army, and Kyle's not going to be able to snipe the Nexus as well. The Marauders are actually going to be taken out. Yeah, BBQ manages to actually save the Nexus, but it is very low on health.
Sorry, I am back now. That was an awkward grunt.
That was not me. That was Eli. Bring it. We do have Kyle.
She's gone.
We have Kyle over here with a lot of Marauders in his army. It's going to be perfect for taking out this Colossus and Stalker forces. There are a bunch of Zealots with the army, but we just can't see how many there are because of the Colossi count. I'm actually going to do this and see that there are 9 Zealots in the army.
I mean, 31 Marauders. That's 31 Marauders and 9 tanks. So
God, but all the tanks
really
just taking 3 hits. But seriously, this is a complete. This is just going to destroy everything that BBQ has. Kyle just has so much more. He's just proven to just take out the third just enough times. Templar are out though. Where is the there are the storms?
They did get that Templar archives up. Does get some Templar up, but it's just gonna be too little, too late at this point. Kyhol has 4 bases running now. He has that bottom left base, and he's gonna be able to just overwhelm BBQPlox pretty soon here.
Yeah, we do have Archons morphing. Actually, one barely escaped with its life as long as 87 shields left. So now
One thing to note though, Kyhol very low on the upgrades, just now starting +1 armor, and has +2. Yeah, I don't really understand why he doesn't have more armor upgrades at this point, upgrades in general at this point in the game. You really, when you have this many bases and this good of an economy, it's kind of inexcusable at this point.
Yeah, we said BBQPlox has been better with the upgrades, even though he's been on fewer bases this entire time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kyle just has so much. This is probably going to be the last battle. You can see that siege tanks are sieging up, and the Archons will be able to do a good job of tanking damage, but everything else is getting taken out. We have this one last Colossus that's going to get taken out by this Viking. Yep, there it is, and this is going to be GG. And
yeah, well played by Kyhol there.
Definitely. We're going to move on to game number 2 now.